All this bus talk in Gotham has made me crazy.
Hey Dark Knights, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector, and today I want to do another statue chat here on the channel. Now this topic we actually haven't done for about a year and a half, at least in depth, and that was actually back in the old Batcave, and dear, I miss the old Batcave a little bit. But today I want to talk about busts. I want to talk about being in a busty type of mood. And now get your dirty minds out of the gutter. I want to talk about amazing busts from Sideshow Collectibles, Infiniti Studios, Quinn Studios. Of course, I recently did the Daniel Bell bust back here behind me. Absolutely incredible. But my eye has started to kind of shift towards some of these incredible life-size busts in terms of movie pieces. Now, I know what you're saying, Chris. Your one rule is movie pieces. Well, I'm kind of throwing some of my rules out the window because I am, as Jeff Delaney at Secret Sanctuary said on Rogues Gallery Live recently, he said, Chris, are you evolving as a collector? And I absolutely am. And what started my evolution, so to speak, is the Harley Quinn bust from Infiniti Studios. $4,000 freaking dollars. It's the most I've ever spent on any collectible, and it's just completely asinine that I would do something like that. But am I evolving as a collector? Yes. As a result of buying that piece, I started to sell some of my Arkham pieces. And I've sold half of my Arkham pieces as the recording of this. Did that kill me? Yes. But I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to fire up my passion for collecting again. Now, I've always had passion, but sometimes, art gets stale after a while. I've always said on this channel that nothing in this collection is forever. Nothing in this world is forever, for that matter. But I view this particular Batcave as a gallery. I view it as something that comes in, you appreciate the art, it goes out, something new comes in. I do that for myself, I do that for this channel, I do that for you as a viewer, because you're not going to want to see the same thing over and over again. You're going to want to see new pieces come into the Batcave. And so that is my mission. And I have to constantly change it up, evolve, and I'm trying to make the best content possible for you guys and still collect the pieces that I love. So it is a balance in doing this channel. But with these busts, I have questions. I have questions for you guys, I have questions for myself, and I kind of want to talk it out, work it out with you guys, okay? So I bought that Harley Quinn bust. Okay, and like I said, about a year and a half ago, I did a chat about, should I start collecting these busts? I was thinking about the Iron Man bust and other, whatever. That never came to fruition. I was focused on my comic pieces, all these amazing Prime 1 pieces back here, and I still am. That is still my #1 collecting passion, is the comic book pieces. But unfortunately, they don't come out every day. You have to wait 2 years. And there's still a number of pieces that I'm wanting or hoping that they make that they haven't even announced yet or put up for pre-order. So that's going to be at least another year, 2 years down the road, probably longer. So I need pieces to come into the cave in the meantime. So I started looking at what are my other options? What are my other options that I would enjoy collecting? Well, I bought that Harley Quinn bust. So as a recording of this, I've also bought and purchased the Infiniti Studios Batman bust. And that is insane, right? These pieces are massive. These pieces are very, very expensive. But I thought that those two would pair nicely together. Okay? And so now I'm kind of thinking, okay, am I going to have a whole wall of busts now? I don't know. Because I don't know all of the busts that are going to be coming out. I want to focus on Batman. So if they did a Two-Face, a Catwoman, if they did a Nicholson Joker, oh my freaking lord, how great would that be? Or how about a Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman? I mean, how amazing would some of those busts be? The impact they would make in a high-end collection. And so that is something that I'm definitely contemplating. But what I'm really kind of wondering is twofold. Number one, are busts worth collecting? I want to know your thoughts. Are they worth collecting? They're expensive. They're also made of silicone. and polystone as well. Like the Batman bust only has his jaw, where Harley has more of her arms and skin. Down the road, are these going to be desired? Some people hate collecting movie pieces, but I have always, since I was a kid, kind of been fascinated by wax figures. I loved going as a kid to some wax museums that were local, and then also I had a chance to visit Madame Tussauds in New York. I've always just been kind of fascinated by how somebody's able to sculpt a real person and make them look real. And kind of you can get up close and personal with your favorite actors and everything else. So that's kind of what I'm going to be able to do with these busts. I love the way they look. I think they're fantastic. I feel like they offer a giant impact. But again, I want to know if you think that they're worth it. Do you think that they'll hold their value over time? I do. I think that movie pieces tend to hold value pretty well, especially if the movie's beloved. If something is hated, forget about it. But Batman is loved, Harley Quinn is loved, Margot Robbie is loved. So I think that even if I sell those pieces down the road, if it does come in and out of the gallery, I think that I shouldn't have to worry as a collector for that. I tend to not buy things that I'm going to put in my collection that people are going to hate or not want. Okay, they're desired pieces, I guess is what I'm saying. The other really big question that I wanted to ask you guys is, there's two types of busts right now. When you think of busts, you think of like my Batman and Joker in my collection. It's just the shoulders and a little bit of their chest. Okay, and it's usually got some sort of base, some sort of stick that's holding them up. Those are whenever you think of busts, those are the traditional busts. The one that I've been looking at is the Queen Studios Joker. This thing is phenomenal. I love it. And you guys know how much I love the Joker. It's a no-brainer piece for me. However, buying the Infiniti Studios busts with Harley Quinn and now Batman, their busts all have basically upper torsos with 2 arms. So it's a very, very different look. I'm also in the market. As of the recording of this, they have not put this up for pre-order yet, but this will be, and I'm going to make this perfectly clear, day 1 pre-order. I would sell half of my collection to own this piece if I needed to. It's, of course, the Infiniti Studios Heath Ledger Joker. So all 3 of those pieces in the collection would have the arms. So would it look weird to pair those up with the not necessarily just the Queen Studios, but any company that came out with a bust? Would that look weird if it didn't have the arms also? That is where I'm really struggling. Because you still are going to get the point of who the actor is and what movie it's from and whatever. But I just don't know. Now, Infiniti Studios did tease a Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and I didn't like that one as much. Now, they might be retooling it because it didn't get a lot of positive feedback. He looked kind of tired to me. So maybe they'll change that. Maybe that'll change my mind about wanting that one. But I love the Queen Studios one. But again, I just don't know, and that's really what I wanted to raise the question today is, when it comes to busts, do the torsos work with just the shoulder busts? I just don't know. I just don't know. But I do think that these are both going to be amazing in my collection. And again, I'm at least going to get the 3. And, they might be over here in this area. They might be in the closet. I don't really know yet. But I know I have 2 full stands here basically to work with in my collection where my Arkham collection was. I do still have a number of pieces still left. Will that dwindle? I don't know. But when it comes to busts, I feel like it's either something people hate or love. People either love or hate movie pieces. And for somebody that didn't want to collect movie pieces, I got to slap myself in the face because, good Lord, what have I done? What have I done? And it kind of started with that thing right there, the Batmobile. Now I'm considering ordering the Hot Toys tumbler that just came out. Do I get that? Where do I put it? I'm in trouble, guys. I'm in trouble. I don't know what to do. I am literally at a crossroads here. I am truly evolving as a collector, and that can be scary. Even for somebody like me that's been collecting or in the collecting game and on the YouTube game for, 4 years plus, 10 years plus as a collector. But I just don't know. But I do know that my focus is still the comic book pieces. And so I can have that peace of mind. I also still have my focus of Batman related pieces. I'm not buying Vision. I'm not buying Iron Man, even though I want to buy all these other amazing busts. I just can't make it work. So I am sticking with Batman. I'm sticking with my Rogues. But I don't know. Time will tell. Again, these busts are a big investment. They take up real estate. But by God, what kind of impact will it have here in the Batcave? So that's just kind of my thoughts right now on busts. I guess I can't even say I'm kicking it back and forth because I just bought freaking 2. And I should have the Batman one. It was in stock, so I should have it any day now. So I'm excited. I'm nervous. This is something new for me. This is a new direction, a new light in the Batcave that I have not experienced before. And I don't know. I think it's okay to change. I think it's okay to look at your collection and look at the pieces and think, oh my God, I have a lot of money sitting on that wall and it really doesn't wow me like it used to. Time for something different. It's okay to do that, guys. It's okay to rip off that Band-Aid. I ripped off that Band-Aid in a big way. I was scared to rip it off, but I did it. There's been some bumps along the way, I will tell you that much. But for me, it was worth it. And I don't know. I feel good. I feel good about the direction things are going. Spicing it up a little bit, moving things around, and a new bust chapter in my life here. But anyway, with all of that said, I want to know your thoughts. What do you guys think about, do busts have a place in collecting? Do you think they'll hold their value? Do you think they're awesome or do you think they're creepy? Some people feel like they're mannequin-y. They are, kind of. I'm not going to disagree with that. But you can't say that this art is not incredible. And the way they're able to capture these actors and actresses' likenesses is just insane. The talent of the art of these artists. Also, how do you weigh in on the bust versus torso, combining the two? Do you think it would look strange? Do you think it would look weird? Even though you have a half-human body on a stand. That's a little weird in itself, right? But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I really want to hear them. Also, which bust would you love to see made in a life-size bust? I mentioned some earlier, like Nicholson and Catwoman. Of course, Michael Keaton would be an amazing one. Which ones would you like to see made in bust form? Which one would you buy no matter what? Leave the comments down below. Hopefully Infiniti Studios and Queen Studios read some of your comments as they're doing their research. And maybe they'll bring them to us. But with that said, thank you guys so very much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me a little bit as I emotionally toil through this decision in the Batcave. And thanks for just caring, guys. It just means the world to me. If you are new here and still watching, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, click that notification bell. You guys know the drill. Just thank you guys so very much for checking this out. Really appreciate it. Love you guys. If you want to consider hitting the join button down below, that does give you early access to our videos. And all of that good stuff. So again, thank you guys so very much for watching. I'll see you right here in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today. And if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.